It's time to move and be moved by the savings you'll find at Team Mazda. Choose a new 25 Mazda CX-30, Mazda CX-5, or Mazda CX-50 and get 2.9% financing for 60 months. It's time to experience Mazda at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
Well, wait, which one's shorter?
Start with Hidden Figures and then, oh no. What? Welcome to 90s Now, 703, The Nonsense. We were just talking about movies that you must see. Hidden Figures being on that list, The Godfather. Did you end up watching it?
No, because when I was going to watch it, remember it's going to rain that day, and I said it's a great Sunday to sit there and watch. Power went out.
It's like not meant for you to watch the movie.
How ominous is that?
Are you telling me The Godfather put out a hit on your power?
Oh my word.
Knocked it right out? He's been known to do that.
Oh my word.
How about it? Add that to the list.
So what was the other one?
Hidden Figures.
Yeah, we're talking about
Hidden
Hidden
Figures.
It's a great movie.
All right.
The true story behind how we actually got to the moon. Some of the women who played a role in that, but they weren't quite seen as much because they were women.
Perry,
Stop.
No.
So it is truly Hidden Figures. Now, I'm not kidding. If you go watch that movie, you are going to love that movie
And I love the
be
story
more
of
and more impressed.
the moon trip. So that that's
absolutely.
I can't believe I hadn't seen that.
Go watch
There's
it.
a lot of good movies that we keep adding to the list.
I'm trying to get sleep when I can. I don't have time to watch movies.
He's going to try to
Also
watch Hidden
true.
Figures, and he's going to take another power hit.
Yeah.
It's like, you go to the movie theaters, you say, we're in there inside of 10 minutes in the dark, and it's cold, and it's comfy. Next thing you know, it's just...
Nobody likes going to the
Especially
movies
movie
with
tavern
us.
when those seats go out like that.
Reclining? That's it.
I think
blanket.
it happens, Liz, as you get older, because when I was young, I would make fun of the people at the movie theater who fell asleep.
Yeah.
And now I'm that
Karma.
guy, like, if it's nice and comfortable, if the movie's
It's
not
cool.
very exciting or interesting,
You're
I'm
going to
out.
movies for a nap.
Out.
It's a paid nap in a
It's a
quiet
paid nap.
environment. I mean, with popcorn and snacks, how much better can it get?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
Yeah. Oh,
So you keep looking at your phone. Your
I know.
daughter
I'm
is now
sorry.
in
He's
Venice?
a concerned
I've
dad.
got two of my 3 kids are on a different continent right now.
For very
And
exciting
it's,
reasons.
No, yeah, it's great. My oldest is in France for a quarter abroad, and her younger sister, so my younger daughter, is literally in Venice right now.
Just
really
laying.
cool.
She's- yeah.
Italy, is that
And so-
that's the water roads?
Stop! No, like you said, that's New Orleans. No, it's the canals.
Well, that's the same thing.
She's with Baton Rouge High, and they're singing from Venice to
Yes.
Florence
How
to
incredible is
Rome,
that?
and so now obviously the trip has changed a little bit with the passing of the Pope.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot more attention there in Rome and Vatican City,
Oh.
and so. But that is always a big town for tourists, and they're going to be among the many. Just among the many more now. So
How
just
long
kinda
are each of them
watch
in
it.
the different places?
Well, my oldest is there for school, so 10 weeks. They run a quarter system where she goes to school, and so she's in France for those 10 weeks. My younger daughter is there for a week with Baton Rouge High. Had to raise some money, do all that stuff to get them over there for choir. They're singing in a bunch of different
How
places.
cool
I'm going
is
to go sing in
that?
Italy. Why not?
Yeah.
Heck
And
yeah.
so that's what they're doing.
How many
It's a
other
lot of
students
fun.
are
It's
there?
about it's like 20-ish,
Wow.
and some chaperones.
Yeah.
And so it's like 40 people.
You needed to get on that chaperone list.
Live reports from it. You would have been working.
That's
They would have had you
exactly right.
working
I think
if you were chaperoning.
As soon as I asked the boss, Rob, about that, he'd have been like, "Yeah, I love that idea."
Can you give
so
us a
we're
live
gonna bring
report?
you're taking a backpack with you, a TV backpack. You do a live shot here, a live shot there. Can you imagine if I was on that trip right now
Man.
and the Pope passes and he'd be like, "Okay, Matt, here's what we need."
Right.
Oh,
You would have seen Matt from the other side of the globe
Oh,
this
yeah.
morning.
You're right.
How crazy
You'd
is
have been doing
that?
hits nonstop for all the other stations in the company.
Yeah.
Have any of you ever been to Venice? I've never had.
I haven't. It's on the list though.
That's
Oh, the
definitely
water
bucket
roads.
list.
Yeah, I haven't been there.
Venice, Louisiana.
There you go.
I would
Hey,
like to go to Venice,
I've
Louisiana also.
I've been to Paris, Texas too.
Hey!
And when we had that,
Nice.
yeah, there you go.
Sip champagne on a yacht.
On a
Okay.
yacht.
Are you
Who are
singing
you
songs?
friends with?
What are you doing? Okay.
Yeah.
So they don't remember that song.
Well,
Again, discount me.
Well, my memory is I got a brain like a sieve. But all my kids are now they're living that bucket list stuff that we have. They're all doing that, which is great. It's what you want as a parent. It's nothing we did.
Yeah.
They went out and kind of made some of these opportunities on their own and financed some of this on their own
So
and making
different
it work.
today. I mean, I grew up in Beaumont, and our trip like that was to Galveston for a weekend.
Right.
Oh, the brown
And that
water.
was a big
Fancy
deal.
brown
Yeah.
water.
Good old brown water.
Field trips. Yeah. You would go to local museums or
Oh
such.
my
But that is a
golly.
really cool opportunity to then then open their eyes and see the rest of the world.
Yeah, they really
Who knows
are.
how they'll be inspired.
That worldly education is becoming more and more important these days, and the ability to see things beyond your vision, the ability to take in things from beyond your neighborhood, your community, your city, your state, your country, the understanding of you are a tiny little person on a tiny little planet just shooting your way through the universe and the galaxy. So I think they're getting a better idea of some of that, and I know they're all going to come back with some great stories. And a life-changing tour abroad.
It starts, to your credit, you and your wife, it starts with supportive parents.
Well,
1,000%.
I had them, my wife had them, and so we're very fortunate in so many ways. But no, my kids are of their own. I mean, their making it's I swear, it's more nature than nurture. The nurture comes from my wife. The nature is coming from their surroundings, and they're doing that.
And you're just along for the ride?
I really am. I am the oldest child in the house.
Along with them.
Around their family. They're both incredible.
They are.
Well, you know how it is, Jerry. I mean, look, be honest with yourself. It's the missus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
Good men. See how wise are they to already credit the women in their lives for doing that?
Along for the ride, but you needed to be along for that ride and that flight to get on out there.
Yeah.
It was a long drive.
Yeah.
It's a long flight.
It's a bit of a drive. You know, I asked this question. I was half joking, half serious. If you're like an auto mechanic in Venice, are you working a lot?
Working on them boats.
You got to work on a boat.
Job
Is it
security.
Engines or
Gondolas too.
Yeah.
Gondolas.
Yeah. Jared, there's something behind you. We just panned a camera shot behind
Speaking
you.
of
What is
weather,
that?
that's a bird.
What? No.
That's a tail
That's
feather.
a finger. Oh,
That's
no,
a tail
that's a
feather.
tail feather. That's a tail feather.
Camera
You
shot
think it's
is that?
that's downtown, so that you could see the Capitol
Oh, I
building.
see it now. Yeah, there you go.
What do you think, like a hummingbird or something?
Maybe. Cardinal? I know it looked a little red.
Well,
Because it's so close.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So is it okay? So when's this fog burning off? The rest of the day, we got rain, huh?
Yeah, we really do. And the fog's going to be around, I would say, between now through about 9 a.m. And then it looks like at least the radar's relatively quiet. You know, it's a lot of activity. Well, it's getting his steps in, I'll tell you that. 69 degrees out your door. And again, fog for the next hour or two. And then in the afternoon, we'll kind of phase into the possibility for showers, storms, couple of strong storms possible. Yesterday, 87 degrees for a high. We're not going to be that bad for today. We're going to be a little bit cooler than that. And right now, looking at the Mississippi River between Red River Landing and Baton Rouge, both right now red. That means moderate flood stage. And we're still expecting major along Baton Rouge at 40.7. That's been pushed back to April 29th. So that's in 1 week from today. Meanwhile, there's not that much going on our live local radar, and it looks like for the most part your morning commute's going to be on the dry and quiet side. That looks to change later in the day, in the evening, when we're going to see that radar start to fill in. And right now the graph and the HRRR do agree. They agree a lot about the timing of storms. Here we go right around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the models feel right around the early afternoon hour. That's when we start to ramp up the action. We're going to see a couple of brief heavy downpours. This is 4:30 in the afternoon, so it's going to be off and on. It's not going to be an all afternoon rain, kind of like yesterday, but a little bit more in the way of coverage. And then this is around 6 p.m. That's not so great around the Baton Rouge area because, again, we've got softball action this evening. We've got baseball action, and it might be tough to get those games in. That's going to be very touch and go. Look how consistent the pattern is right around 3 in the afternoon today, showing a couple pockets of heavy rain. 3 in the afternoon on Wednesday, once again showing it. And one final time, 3 in the afternoon again on Thursday. So keep the rain gear ready to roll over the next couple of days. And then it looks like we'll start to trend a little drier at the end of the week. For the second consecutive day, we've got a level 1 marginal risk as far as severe weather is concerned. Very similar to what we said yesterday. It's going to be this afternoon, early this evening. We don't have to worry about tornadoes, so that's good. That's one less thing we got to worry about, right? Strong winds, small hail possible. I would say flooding is a small risk. However, there are some parts of the viewing area got hit real hard yesterday, so we're going to have to keep a watchful eye on that today. Starting at 7 a.m., 10%, working up to 3 p.m., 60%. And again, the rain may be heavy at times. Then for tonight, we'll have a few showers and storms in the early part of the evening. Once we get past 9 p.m., the radar should begin to quiet down. And then we're hoping that the rain quiets down altogether by the time we get to the weekend. But remember the kind of the give and take this time of year. As we dry out, then those temperatures start to pump up. We're going to be flirting with 90 several days, the weekend going into next week. So I guess it's pick your poison there. 7-Eleven, Johnny A., how are the roads in this fog?
Very foggy in Iberville Parish and West Baton Rouge, and it's not getting a whole lot better down here. We had the Marriott in our sights a little while ago. 9 News now, 7 a.m., 3:30 p.m., and 9 p.m. Kind of give you an idea of what you might have missed and what you may have missed this morning. We spent a lot of time on the College Drive flyover project because tomorrow morning, Work Zone Awareness Day, they're going to move us to new configurations when we exit College Drive off of 12 and off of I-10. We're going to have it more details all morning long and into tomorrow morning. Again, that happens tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. on 12 and 10 West at College.
Hey, real quick before you get going, I want to remind you early voting is underway right now. Polls are going to open in about an hour and a half.
They'll stay open till 6 p.m. today. Keep in mind there are a number of items on the ballot, especially for folks who live in St. George. You've got some council members at large. You've got some different issues, including state representative. You can look at that sample ballot at govote.com.
Also going on today, kicking off the second week of the legislative session. Lawmakers, both you got state reps and state senators, a lot to get to. Actually, committees start going in about an hour, Liz.
And they're going to stay busy all day long. In fact, our Liam Combs, our Capitol correspondent, keeping an eye on all things Capitol. He'll catch you up tonight on later editions of 9 News. Today, though, yeah, he is doing a great job.
He really has. He really has. There's so much to get to over there.
Breaks it down where even I can understand.
Please.
You know, we've said this before. This is one of the better young crops that we've had in quite some time.
Great job.
You're absolutely right.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right. The stories they're turning, the impact they're having, the stories they're telling about the community. It's really impressive.
Gives us hope.
Come on,
I
right?
like
Hope
that,
for the
Jared.
future.
Give us hope for that forecast. Will we be able to make softball and baseball tonight?
Hopefully, but you know, they might have to push the game back a little bit. I like Matt's idea. They may need to cancel it.
I hate that idea.
LSU, what? They should give LSU the win. Just give them the win. Like that idea.
Oh, okay.
If it's truck savings you're looking for, then that's what you'll find at Team Toyota, like a new Tacoma for just $299 a month, or get 2.9% financing on a new 25 Tundra, or $3,000 customer cash. You'll find these savings and more right now at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.